One of the toughest things to do in all of college football is win on the road. When you're a ranked team going into a hostile environment, these fans are ready to knock them off course. Welcome to the home of the Blue Hens in Newark and Delaware Stadium. As we'll see the number 23 team in the country, the Utep Miners, taking on one of the top 5 teams in the conference, the Delaware Blue Hens. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, here with David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's get this thing rolling. And the Miners will get us started with the opening kickoff. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. So Delaware's offense will have the first possession of the game. As we take a quick look at the impact players for today's game, what players did you guys look to for motivation to make an impact during your playing days, Jesse?
Well, it was the guys we relied on each and every week. We came into the season expecting these types of guys to be our biggest weapons, and every week those were the guys that had to deliver for us in order to have success.
And it's just fun to have those guys that are consistent. Like, they lead by example, then they start.
And the Heat gets there, and they get him down at the 14-yard line.
And the defense comes out on the very
finally able to get some pressure. Holy crap.
And they bring the energy, and they get the sack. They came into this one on fire, ready to go, and that is a statement early.
The Blue Hens now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. Pulls it and fires to the left.
Hey, a lot better defense, man. Yeah, keep it up.
Ooh, and that was close for the offense. They try to go wide receiver screen. They're counting on that receiver beating that defender. Wasn't able to make him miss that time, but if I'm on offense, I'm going back to that play later.
Here comes the Heat. Complete downfield. He's going to come up about 5 yards short of the line to gain. And the Blue Hens decide to punt it away. The punter going to get his first work of the afternoon. Puts a boot to it. Didn't see a lot of him in that loss last week. Only called on twice. The solid return there offsets some of the punt yardage and really sets up this offense nicely. So Utep's offense will get the ball for the first time. And what a performance, an aerial show from this guy in the last game, and he has to have a ton of confidence coming into this one, David.
Yeah, it was a great week. And watching that tape before this game, like, you could tell, man, he was seeing it quick. The ball was coming out, just touchdowns at will. A really nice day. And I think, Jesse, you take that and you start to build on it for this offense and really continue to trust him to make plays through the air.
Yeah, that's a good point. I think he really earned his offensive coordinator's trust after that performance. So I'm anticipating the playbook to expand a little bit in this game. Maybe see some new schemes in the passing game just based on what this guy was able to do the last time he took the field.
Back to throw, it's Nelson. Makes the catch, it's Wilson. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. All right, guys, let's step back here and talk Utep. For some teams, the road into the top 25 can be a little more treacherous than for others. And once you get there, you've got to convince the rest of the country you deserve to stay.
And I think that's what's next for this squad. They've earned the right to get in the top 25. People are noticing what they're doing. Now, let's continue to build on it because they haven't proven they're a top 10 team, and they want to get to that point.
Yeah, let's stay hungry. Let's not be satisfied with the fact that we just broke into the top 25. Let's get in the top 20, top 15, top 10. Let's make the college football playoff. Don't want to get ahead of your skis here too early. It's a nice thing to be inside the top 25 now, but you want to continue to get better.
They'll run it with Wilson. Gets it inside the 30, down to the 27, a pickup of 6. Guys, let's talk for just a minute about Utep. It can be a little bit tricky to balance that high school recruiting, transfer portal recruiting for some of the non-traditional powers. But when they're grabbing linebackers like this guy, you know they're doing the right thing.
Absolutely, and there's nothing tricky about that, right? Like, recruiting high school players is essential. Transfer portal is good to supplement, but getting a guy like this that can run at the linebacker spot, it can upgrade your roster immediately.
The Miners are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. Out of the gun, they'll run it inside. Doesn't quite make it to the first down marker. He's a yard short. This is well within field goal range, but the kicker will stay on the sideline, and the offense will try to convert on 4th down. Trying to keep this drive alive. They stop him short of the marker, and they'll turn it over on down.
I like it. This defense plays aggressive on 4th and short, and they are rewarded. Figured they would run the football. They did. Nice job getting some penetration and stopping that 4th down play.
And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain.
And a great job by the defense seeing it right away, reacting to the screen, going and getting the football, and getting the fast playmaker on the ground.
From the gun, running back on the move. Defense there to stop him after a 2-yard gain to the 31.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
How bold will they be on 3rd down after that last run? From the gun, wants to pass. Throws to the wideout. Can't make the connection.
Great knockout there.
To that tough, hard-nosed pass defense, and now it's 4th down.
We talked to the coaches coming into this one. They know field position was going to be a huge factor for them winning this one. They had a really nice punt earlier in this game. Great job getting down and covering it. Won't surprise me if they decide to play it safe again here on 4th.
Coverage team gets the job done, and they'll mark him down at the 38-yard line. Utep has the ball, the offense ready to go back to work. You can probably question the decision to pass on a field goal last time, and they came up empty on that previous drive, Jesse.
I just think in this offense, it's going to come down to critical down and distances, right? Down in the red zone, 3rd down, 4th down. I like them being aggressive. They just got to do a better job executing.
Yeah, and they kind of know what the defense gave them last time. So let's be more aggressive and take advantage of that defense on this drive.
That's a good job by the drag route there, understanding its zone coverage. So instead of continuing to run across the field, he settles down into an open spot, making it easy for his quarterback.
From the shotgun, the handoff to the back. They make the stop, but he'll have enough yardage for a 1st down.
You got to have short area quickness. That running back there doing what it takes to make sure he got that 1st down.
It'll be a 1st down from the 49-yard line. Dropping back, it's Nelson. Caught behind the line, it's Wilson. Inside the 35. Guided out of bounds at the 22. A good play for this offense as they are threatening to score.
And they executed that running back screen to perfection. Quarterback held on to it. He let the rush get to him. Offensive lineman got out and in position, and the running back sold it too. Once he had the ball in his hands, he just had blockers and green field out in front of him. They pick up an explosive play on a running back screen.
To the air on 1st down. Got it in the middle, it's Odom. He hauled that one in and got it down to the 15-yard line.
And the slant route, you got to put that foot in the ground and cut in a hurry so you can create a little bit of separation from that cornerback, and a nice job with the concentration, plucking that football, pulling it in.
Here's a quick throw out to the left. Touchdown!
Let's go, Utep.
Grab and then did the rest himself, and they put points on the board. Man, he didn't just put it on his numbers. If he were throwing it at a front porch, he would have put that right in the keyhole. What a precise pass.
Right in the keyhole, right on the button, right on the face mask, whatever it was. Great throw, great timing. Nice job by the quarterback.
Setting up for the extra point after the first score of the game. And he's got the extra point, and it's 7-0 to start this one. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Guys, the Blue Hen offense going to work. We'll see if they can be a little more productive this time around. A 3-and-out the last time they had the ball. Gives it on the option. And some room to work. Got enough for the first, and he's still going. Stopped him at the 41, but that's a big pickup of 15.
I'll tell you what, a few more runs like that, and defensively you start thinking more guys in the box. More big guys. I better stop this guy because he's unbelievable. Just great job breaking off the big run, and the OC is going to give him the ball some more.
Sweet cut there. Turning it on. A big play. Gets it into plus territory, and they'll mark him out of bounds at the 44.
Well, obviously the offense went 3-and-out on their last drive. They're having a little bit more success here. That was a nice run, and I think that's the key, guys. If they're able to run the football, they're going to be able to stay on the field. And I think that's something you want to think more about if you're the play caller on offense.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
Catch in the middle, it's Silver. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there, still a bit short of the first down. You want to talk about building a drive around a guy, first on the ground and now using him in the passing game.
And you get so much bang for your buck because you can split him out wide. You can fake it to him.
What a freaking stop. Let's go.
Really stretches the field and makes you decide how you want to defend him. A linebacker, a safety, whatever it is, it's usually not good enough when he's receiving the ball out of the backfield.
The Blue Hens will go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Fires to the tight end. Good job running that route to get past the sticks because he got nothing after the catch. We've come to the break, and it's Utep holding the lead. And we've reached the end of one. Before we move on, let's take a look at our stats so far. Now to see if these guys can get back in the game in the second quarter. They've got a first down here to open the period. They go to the ground. Able to pick up a couple down to the 27.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground. Take away that run game. Make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
They'll go to work in the air on second down. Trying to make magic with his feet. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
Well, just nowhere to go there. It started in the pocket. It was collapsing. Quarterback felt it, so he tried to get outside, make something happen himself, and give the defense tons of credit. Excellent job in pursuit. They're able to give up no gain.
They're working that left side. They get him down, but this offense is set up 1st and goal from the 9.
Really nice job there of the quarterback reading coverage. He knew exactly where to go with the football and at what exact time. The timing could not have been better. They get the completion on 3rd down, setting up 1st and goal.
He pushes his way down to the 4 as they get closer and closer. Now on 2nd and goal. Power football with the run. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
And this has been really good for the defense, too. It's kind of a bend-don't-break mentality, right? Really bowing up with your backs against the wall. If you can win this next third down, try to force the opponent into a field goal. That's a win if you're on defense.
Off the play fake. Looking to get it in.
Nice, good hit.
It's a fumble.
Well, the bad news on that play is they did not get the first down. The good news, though, luckily, the fumble went out of bounds, so they maintained possession because that could have been disastrous for the offense.
4th and goal from the 3, and the offense will stay out there and try to finish the deal. They're going to run it.
Not today. Not today.
And how about the defense coming up big on 4th and short? You know they're going to run the football. Great job stacking the box, getting the big stop.
Utep has the ball and the Miner offense ready to go to work. Last drive went for 6. We'll see if they can do it again. To the ground with the back. Slams his way forward. He'll get 3 out to the 11. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6. Pulls and throws off the RPO. And the defense had that one well covered. Just a short game there.
We're trying to throw the wide receiver screen to pick up that first down, but the defense just too much speed getting to the ball carrier on that one.
Muscling ahead on 3rd and short. Didn't get much. Picked up a yard, and that will leave them with 4th and 2. And the Miners line up to punt it away. Gets his first one of the day away, and that matches his total from that victory last week. That nifty return sets up the offense and negates some of the yardage on the punt. Guys, the Delaware offense going back to work. There have been a couple of missed opportunities for these offenses in the last couple of drives, Jesse.
And I think for this offense here, it'd be nice to hit an explosive play, be aggressive, and really pay off your defense's effort that last drive.
And instead of having to move the ball down the field consistently and then getting stopped on 4th downs, you're right. Create some of those explosives. Take those deep shots. Make those big plays.
2nd down, they'll go to the air. Got a man. It's Silver. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
So it's 3rd and long, and this quarterback right now has got to be expecting pressure. So you want to know where your hot routes are. You got to know where your best one-on-one matchup is. But understand this, we're still in the first half. If the defense gets you, tip of the cap, you can take a sack. Punting the football at this stage of the game is okay.
Great stop.
That's a really good break on the football. He sees the ball come out, and he hits him right as he's catching it. Nice job of dislodging the football from the receiver. That's a good play by the defensive back.
Punt is in the air, and the return man couldn't get to it to make the catch, and the ball will bounce out of bounds. Utep has the ball, the offense ready to go back to work. They didn't get much done the last time they had it, had to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. Finds the tight end, and they pick up just a few on that completion.
That's a great example of the defense there tackling the catch. As soon as the big fella caught the ball, down he went, not picking up the first.
Wilson on the carry. He's stuffed after picking up 1 to the 23.
I like the decision there in the RPO game too, guys. I know he only got a couple of yards, but that play's going to open up bigger opportunities throwing the football down the field in the RPO game too. So keep handing it off to this guy. Let him see what he can do. And when the defense gives you the look to hold the football and then finally throw it, that's when you take advantage.
And they'll stop him about 5 yards short of the first. The Miners will punt this one away. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. He will signal for the fair catch and take it just inside the 35. Okay, guys, here comes the Delaware offense onto the field. They really need to find a way to punch back on this drive, already down 14. He tosses one high and deep down the left side. Pulls it in down the sideline. And he just kept running, and he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Blue Hens!
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, he hits you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy, the connection between quarterback, wide receiver. You can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
He'll start the return inside his spot. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. No reason to be in a big rush. They have some time here late in the half. To the air, it's Nelson. Quickly complete. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they get it out to the 36.
Nice pitch and catch there from QB to wide receiver. Great job. An out route is all about timing. 1, 2, 3, boom, break out, throw it to him right now. Great pitch, great catch.
That's a way to give yourself some breathing room. Now the second play of the drive from the 36. They'll run it with Wilson. Makes it past the marker. They'll get it to the 48. No need to measure. It's a first down.
You ain't getting by all these guys right up the middle unless your offensive line and your tight ends and everybody is putting in the work up front, committing to blocking. The running back does a great job finding the hole, exploding through. How about that nice, big, huge gain? If I'm the OC, let's call that one again.
Pulls it in. It's Davis. Excellent job working through the air there, finding a hole in that defense and picking up a first down. And the Miners come to the line with a new set of downs. They'll try the run.
And that would be the definition of first down success. Putting yourself in a good position. It's 2nd and inches. I can do whatever I want next. I can take a shot down the field. I can run the football and get a new set of downs. Like, nice first down execution.
The give to the back. Breaks into the open. An explosive play in the running game as he's got the first down.
This offense has to get this guy the ball in as many ways as possible. He showed you all of his tools on that last play.
The Miners pounded the rock to move the sticks. Now back to work. Trying to cap this drive with the pass. Got out of trouble, got rid of it. He's got him. That one takes it down to the 13-yard line.
I think this defense really needs to start thinking about really fencing this quarterback in. You cannot let him go east or west because he will extend the play with his legs and his speed and then hurt you throwing the football.
It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Looking to throw, it's Nelson. And his throw is incomplete.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
And the Miners come to the line on 3rd and short, hoping to keep the drive alive. 3rd down play from the gun. He makes the grab. He's brought down, but he's got him inside the 10. 1st and goal from the 8. Quick timeout call by the offense after the play. The Miners are threatening on 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. He's going for the goal line. And he finds some solid space, makes a nice game before the defense is able to stop him. Timeout called by the offense, and now they just have 1 remaining in the half. Boy, if that first down play was any indication, they might walk this thing in on 2nd and goal. Looking to fire. Touchdown! Quick strike through the air for the score.
And the offense breaks the tie, takes the lead, gains some momentum. How big is this, Palmer, now going into the half with the lead, with the momentum?
Well, they break the tie, but they also break their confidence a little bit now. The opponent now has to go into the locker room probably down, and they're wondering, what adjustments do we have to make? What do we have to fix? Because we've got our work cut out for us in this game.
Lining up for the PAT. And the PAT gives them a 14-7 lead. They put together an 81-yard drive, and they close that drive going to the air for the final few inches and the score. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. And now the Blue Hen offense onto the field. They torched this defense with an explosive passing play for a score last time out. Let's see if they go right back at him. Give to the back. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
This offense has really struggled, and I think you're just waiting for one play, one explosive play to happen to hopefully galvanize you a bit offensively. That's not the case, and there they try to run the football in the first play of the drive, and it gets absolutely blown up for a loss.
That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
All right, thanks, guys, and through 2 quarters of ball, it looks like we're in for another fun one here today. And a lot of coaches will say limiting the big plays and maybe hitting on a few yourself is key. But I'm more of a move the chains guy. Give me efficiency every day of the week and twice on Saturday. The offensive unit that subscribes to the less is more philosophy might be the one that leaves here today with a big fat W. And on that note, time to throw it back to our guys at the stadium.
Thanks for that breakdown, Kevin. And the Blue Hens will kick it off to start the second half. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Couldn't find a way to create that broken field as he stopped at the 25. Utep has the ball and the Miner offense ready to go to work. First play from scrimmage, and they'll keep it on the ground.
These RPO runs, they're like body blows. I like them because it just sort of chips away at a defense. You'll take these kind of gains all game long. You keep running the football this way, you're going to keep moving the sticks. You're going to keep driving this defense back, so keep at it with the RPO game.
Hand off from the shotgun. They've pushed it out to the 39 after picking up 5.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the third quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical, and they're trying to stay on the field.
Back to pass, it's Nelson. Fires to the wideout. Snagged in the middle, it's Odom. Now they're starting to feel it. They've got a first down at the 44.
Well, they execute the in route. And how about the arm strength by the QB? That was an absolute bullet on that completion.
And the Miners come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Wants to throw on first down. Makes the grab. It's Odom. They are on the move down to the 32, and they pick up another first down.
That is an excellent throw by the quarterback, finding the window between the zones and delivering that ball on time.
They're down to the 32-yard line on 1st and 10. Out of the gun, the give to the back. They'll rip off 8 on that play. It's 2nd and 2.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on first down, man, you are doing just that.
The Miners can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Wants to go up top. Grabbed in the middle, it's Davis. And he's knocked down, but there's also laundry on the field. We'll see what the officials have called. They had the first down before that penalty backed them up, and now they'll snap it on second down. Now on second down. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. Plows ahead for a pickup of 1 to the 32. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Now facing a 3rd and long. Back to throw, it's Nelson. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up. Now looks as if they'll settle for the field goal try. He's going to try to knock one through from 49 yards away. It's good. And that will extend their lead even further.
And listen, y'all know in the booth and everywhere how I feel about kickers. Don't always love leaving it on their foot, so to speak, but nice job executing. He keeps doing stuff like that. I'll keep trotting him out there.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Guys, the Blue Hen offense going to work. That deficit has now grown to double digits, down 17-7 as they start this drive. Unloads to the wideout. A strike downfield. When a defense is in zone coverage, Jesse, they want to react. How do you react to a howitzer coming out like that one?
Not much you can do because this guy's got a cannon. You saw all the eyeballs on defense on that play. They were waiting and anticipating that throw, but when you've got an arm like that, it's going to be tough to stop that curl route.
A nice passing game by this offense. The quarterback and the receiver on the same page, in time, in rhythm, creates the big play. And look at them. They're right back on the football, ready to run another play.
Quick throw, but he's not going anywhere. The defense was all over it. The Blue Hens with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Finds his tight end. He goes out of bounds after picking up a few at the 35-yard line. Guys, this offense is already reeling down multiple possessions. Really need to cash in on this drive. Punch it out of the air. Now well within striking distance as that 3rd down play gets him a first at the 29. And the Blue Hens are on the move. Handoff from the gun. Finding an escape route. Able to pick up a couple down to the 27.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
Tough run, gets it into the red zone, and they've knocked him down at the 17. They're threatening to score, and they'll throw it. Got it in the middle. It's Silver. They're able to keep him out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 2 after the big play in the passing game.
And that's why this guy is such a weapon in this offense, because you don't have to throw it far downfield. Just get the ball in his hands. He catches it close to the line of scrimmage, but look what he was able to do after the catch. He gets an explosive play for this offense.
Yeah, and it's been a surprise today for this offense. Like, coming into the game, we all talked about it. We thought they'd be able to run against this defense that's been run on a lot, and this offense just can't get the running game going. Be interesting to see what they do to try to change it up, but somehow, some way, they need that physical ground game.
I gotta be honest, I am shocked at just how well the defense has played in this game, especially stopping the run. We talked about statistically how they've struggled this season, but they have put the clamps down in this one, and they're just...
Touchdown, Delaware! Quick strike through the air for the score.
That's number 2 on the day, having a day. I mean, you know he's going to catch the football, and you know he's going to make plays after he catches. Those are the kind of guys that you feature and you find them, and they produce like this, you keep finding them.
And with the extra point, every little bit counts as they get closer. 76 yards on the drive for the touchdown. Kickoff unit is out there again, and this crowd is feeling themselves after that last drive. He'll take the return and try to improve the field position. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Utep has the ball, the offense ready to go back to work. They still have the lead, but they need to respond to that last score. Looking for a physical attack from the gun. After the pickup of 9, it's 2nd and 1.
And winning first downs is a priority for a defense, and you can't get bludgeoned. You can't get physically beat at the point of attack. You know the percentages. It's usually pretty good on first down that they're going to run the football. So them getting that big chunk, getting in 2nd and short, not a good job by this defense.
Oh, it's a fumble. Defense grabs the football, and there he goes. Knocked down, but not before he gets the first down after recovering the fumble. They drag him down, but not before they get the turnover and a terrific return on the fumble. The coach wants the officials to have another look at the monitor using a timeout here. Thinks the call is going to end up going his way. This coach wanted to be absolutely certain on a challenge. He was right. The previous play will be overturned. Ball is at the 35. It's 1st and 10. Back to pass. It's Nelson. Grabbed over the middle. It's Smith. That's about as close as you can get to that marker, and it will be 2nd and just a few breaths away from the first down. And the Miners come to the line. This situation, you might see a shot play. The give on the inside. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. The Miners will line it up on 1st and 10. Looking to throw on first down. Just a short pass to the tight end. He'll go out of bounds inside the 40. They'll mark it at the 39. Really good job working through his progression. You get it to him quickly, and the big tight end has a chance to run a little.
And a really good job by the QB throwing an accurate throw. I got to hit those guys on the move, on the run, so they can do this. They can catch the football, get upfield, and chew up some extra yards.
From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. Using that running game to bludgeon forward. He's got 4 down to the 35.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. And talk about spreading the ball around. Everyone getting a chance to show off the hands based on the number of targets we've seen. one more period to go to see who can make the winning plays and come home with the victory. It'll be second down as we open the final stanza. Let's go. Dropping back, it's Nelson. Makes the catch. Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down.
That guy might not be the tallest wide receiver in the world, but he sure is quick coming out of his break, and he shows you on that slant throw.
Looking to throw on first down. And the defense making a play and getting a hand on that pass.
I don't know about the decision that time by the quarterback. He may have been expecting man coverage, but that time the defense was in zone, and they did a really nice job closing the window. The intended target was not open, and that's why that one fell incomplete.
After the incompletion, they go back up top. Finds his man. It's Willis. Inside the 15, out of bounds at the 14-yard line. The offense looking for a score.
I love the QB here. He holds it, he holds it, he holds it just long enough to let the receiver run the drag route, and then he puts it out in front of him so he can catch it on the run in stride and then turn upfield to use his speed.
And the Miners started this drive backed up in their own end, and now they've moved into position to score. Wilson on the carry. He stopped at the 14-yard line, and they'll stay on the attack from there.
And these RPOs always put the defense in a bind. But listen, you give up the run, they get a short little gain, no harm, no foul.
Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. Second down, they'll go to the air. Catch in the middle, it's Smith. They'll mark him down at the 2. The excellent execution on that throw and catch.
You know what's interesting? At this point of the game, with the lead in the fourth quarter, the defense is expecting them to run the ball, and because they're putting so many guys close to the line of scrimmage, they're taking advantage, throwing it 2 straight completions now back-to-back.
Trying to power it in. And he's swallowed up at the line of scrimmage by the big defensive tackle. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. They've moved it forward to the 2. Now it's second and goal. They'll try to pound their way in. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Man, and that's a frustrating play when you go in reverse near the goal line, goal-to-go situations, Palmer. You got to get those positive yards. You can't go backwards if you're trying to get a touchdown.
You know, I'm trusting in my quarterback here to make the right decision. Looks like we're going to have to throw it, right? But if it's not open, just throw this thing away. You don't want to take a sack, lose extra yardage here. Just be smart with the football.
They'll try to pass it in on third and goal. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete. So on fourth down, here comes the field goal kicker in a huge spot.
And we need more of this from this defense, man. They have let this guy have too much time to throw the football. They haven't gotten that jersey dirty yet, haven't sacked him. But this is just as good as a sack. Getting to him, hitting him, letting him feel the physicality of this game, and not letting him feel comfortable.
Guys, the Delaware offense going back to work. How about that last drive? Just carved him up in the air, David.
Yeah, and how about that quarterback? You gave him the ball, and he delivered the goods. Great job taking apart the defense, Jesse, on that last drive.
He really did, David. I mean, that was a masterclass in just reading coverage and being accurate.
Caught in the backfield. It's Patterson. He makes the tackle at the 33 after a pickup of 5.
And I love the idea of getting this guy screen throws because of his ability after the catch. So nice job getting downfield, getting a hat-on-hat, and giving him a tunnel to run through.
Looking downfield on first down. That's reeled in. It's Silver. There he goes. They've got it to the 49-yard line, and they'll move the chains.
And that's why, if you're the offensive coordinator, you've got to find as many ways as possible to get this guy going. Just get him the ball close to the line of scrimmage. Doesn't need to be a throw deep down the field. He's so dynamic when he has the ball in his hands. You saw it right there.
And this offense just hasn't found a way to kind of open it up. Like, they haven't found those explosive plays. It feels like the defense is kind of strangling them and staying really close to the line of scrimmage because of their lack of their big play ability over the top. This offense has to dial something up.
Got his man downfield. And this defense was flailing as he weaved his way and got down to the 26.
It's so nice as a quarterback when you've got a guy like that working for you in the slot. He has such a good feel to find the open spaces in the defense. Just makes life so much easier for his quarterback.
Motion from the wideout. Leaves it with the running back. Blast his way ahead, but not much room. A pickup of 1 to the 24. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. He'll do it himself. Oh, no, the ball popped out. This could change things. Oh, the fumble, and the defense got it. He managed a few yards on that return, but the bigger play was the fact that they forced the turnover.
And when you run the option, you run the risk of putting the ball on the deck, and especially once that thing starts to string out and the defense does a really good job playing assignment football, man on a man. I got the quarterback taken care of, and you could tell, had the running back taken care of too. Nowhere to go with that pitch, and they forced the turnover.
Utep has the ball and the Miner offense ready to go to work. A really nice job methodically driving down the field the last time they had it, but the missed field goal ruined the drive. Hard running there.
Well, they've got the lead. The defense just did their part, getting a takeaway. So now if you're on offense, you want to run the ball and take as much time as possible between snaps. Stay in bounds and let this clock tick away.
Some early movement along the offensive line, and they'll walk it back.
False start offense.
So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Line getting set on 2nd down. They'll run it, trying to drain time off the clock. That's the kind of play
That's what I'm talking about.
As they get it out to the 36.
And that hurts on defense, giving up the first on the ground like that. We're in a 1-possession game. You've got all 3 timeouts. I think you got to start burning them here to save some clock.
They'll snap it from the 36. They've got a 1st down. Looking downfield, it's Nelson. Caught over the middle, it's Wilson. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible.
I know we're a long way up here in the booth, but guys, y'all remember that ball you could throw that whistled? That thing was whistling. It had so many RPMs on it.
From the shotgun, they'll run it. Didn't get much done on that run. He'll fight his way out and maybe pick up a yard.
Yeah, and there's a lot of pressure right now on this down if you're on offense because your last 2 plays have gone nowhere. You know the defense just needs to get the football back to give their team an opportunity to go win the game. So you're probably going to have to throw to get this 1st down. A lot of pressure here on the quarterback, Dave.
Yeah, and how I throw, I think, is important. This is a time where I love moving my quarterback outside the pocket, making it an easy throw, or let him run the football. And if he doesn't get it, the clock still ticks. It's still my friend.
Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. They'll keep the offense on the field on 4th down already with a 1-possession lead. They'll move the tight end. Tries to get it on the ground. Hauled down, but he has enough to move the chains. That's the mindset of this entire offense. They're not going to let you off the hook just because it's 4th and 1.
And that running back, he wanted the ball, too. You could see there right after the 3rd down play, looking at his sideline, saying, give me the ball. I want to go get this. I'm going to make a play for my team. And he comes through big time.
They'll pick up 4, 2nd and 6 coming.
These situations are preached so much in college football. Finishing a game strong, understanding circumstances. They are running the football right at you, trying to keep that clock moving, get a few first downs, and get a W.
The clock winds down to the 2-minute timeout, and this offense will try to drain away the time and secure the victory. They're in control. The clock is their friend. You'd have to expect another run here on 2nd and 6. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. Oh, he's got some space. They'll make the stop, but that first down ought to ice it, and they should be able to kneel this one out.
Man,
right, good win.
Like to lean on this guy in the 4th quarter, right? They've got the lead, and you just saw his ability there, breaking a tackle. He looks like he's getting stronger as the game goes on. I'd expect him to get a few more carries here before this game's over.
The Miners have it with a 1st and 10. Happy with the situation, the quarterback will take a knee. It came down to the final quarter. Clutch plays, guys delivered, and they get the close win.
Yeah, Reese, big-time players make big plays in big games, and that's what happened in this circumstance. As a coaching staff, David, you love this. You know that you have confidence in your guys to go out and be able to execute when it matters the most.
Correct, and you don't know until the games, right? You don't know when those moments present themselves. How are they going to handle it? Great job handling a close game, executing down the stretch like they needed to.
That's going to do it from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and you've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football.
Well, great, guys. We get to do it all over again. All right, guys. We'll kick the second game off here in a second. We're playing Delaware again, conference championship game, so just bear with me. All right, guys, conference championship time.
They've battled all regular season in the competitive Conference USA, and now it's time to crown a champion. The Conference USA Conference Championship game. Welcome to Sun Bowl Stadium in El Paso, Texas, the home field of the Utep Miners. As we see a squad from Conference USA, the Delaware Blue Hens, taking on the 19th ranked team in the land, the Utep Miners. For EA Sports, I'm Chris Fowler, joined in the booth by Kirk Hermstreet. Kirk, let's get this thing going. The kickoff team is out there, and here we go. A conference championship on the line right now. And he'll lead the kickoff right there. He'll start from the 25. The Miners offense comes on the field first today. And it comes down to this. After a brutal regular season schedule, all these teams have poured into it. And now one final showdown, Kirk. And one of these teams walks off this field tonight as conference champions.
Well, if you talk to these coaches, and especially the players, Chris, you get the sense that this game means a lot. Opportunity to become conference champs. And also, you win this game, who knows how it can impact you at that next step into the postseason. So let's see who the better team is and who's going to become the conference champ.
They get him down, but the gain moves the ball up to the 36.
Chris, I know it's the first play of the game, but boy, nice job by this offensive line. The back gets behind him, picks up some positive yards.
Fresh set of downs for the offense. First down. The offense with some pre-snap motion. And then first down, right back to the running game.
See, that's how you limit what an offense wants to do. This time, the defense just won the battle up front at the line of scrimmage, not giving up any big plays. Everybody's gap sound. It's really solid defense on that play.
Handoff here from the shotgun. Solid gain, moves the ball to the 43.
Well, I feel like they called that knowing chances are they're not going to hit a home run, but look at this. Put themselves in a perfect third down situation, much more manageable. Now we'll see if they can convert.
They'll try to pick up the third down yardage on the ground. That's enough for a first down. This offense set up in scoring position at the 40.
Chris, just by watching this guy all year, the defense better be very careful to let this guy find that rhythm. I've seen him where he goes 5 yards, 8 yards, 10 yards, and then pops a big one. Right now, he looks like he's starting to gain some confidence here early in this game.
Looking downfield, it's Nelson. Oh, what a grab! Touchdown, Miners! He wins the foot race to the end zone. Setting the tone early for how about the execution, opening drive of a conference championship.
Yeah, Chris, I'm with you. Usually it takes you maybe a series or two to just kind of get settled in, especially with all the hype. But not this offense. Got to give them a lot of credit. They were ready to go, and it really showed up on that opening drive.
And they'll set up for the PAT. And it's 7-0 after the PAT. Got momentum after scoring that touchdown. Now the kickoff team out there to kick it away. Bringing it out. It's Lewis. Makes it to the 16. That's good coverage there. Let's check the impact players in this game. Guys who have been leaders, guys who are being counted on to deliver today.
Well, these are the guys that both these teams rely on, as you said, to be able to make the plays. And more importantly, when it gets into that point in the game where you need to be able to have some leadership, these are the men that are going to have to step up and be able to provide that for each team.
They start the drive with a quick throw to the left side. They bring him down, but that's a solid gain on the play. It's early, but this crowd is fired up. Listen to this noise here. This is going to be tough for the visitors today. Here comes a first down pass attempt. It's a quick grab. Tackle made at the 41. That's a nice gain. They're getting closer to the 50.
Quarterback sees that this defense is dropping way back in zone coverage, so he does the right thing. Gets it underneath to that drag route and picks up a first down.
Quarterback looks to his right and finds his man. Defense surrounds him. Just a short gain on that completion.
Well, the defense didn't have any time at all to get pressure on the quarterback. He gets the ball out of his hands pretty quickly on the hitch to the receiver.
Looking to throw again. Comes up with the catch. Broken tackle still going. He makes the stop, but it's a big gain down to the 29. The Blue Hens come to the line looking to crank up the tempo.
Look at this, Chris. After that big gain and a first down, they're already at the line of scrimmage, ready to get this up-tempo offense cranking.
With the catch, it's Ellison.
That's what I love about this guy. He has the ability to sneak out of the backfield. The quarterback's able to find him open, checks it down for a nice gain.
Second down play coming up for this offense. And he'll set up to throw. Here's the target, and it's complete. They bring him down, but not before he picks up first and goal yardage to the 9.
The defense spreads all over the field playing zone, trying to make this quarterback make a mistake by throwing it into coverage. But he finds his soft spot on the curl and picks up a first down.
Looking for 6. And he makes the catch. Touchdown, Delaware.
Well, that's a thing of beauty right there. Good job all around. Offensive line gave the quarterback enough time. Quarterback puts it right on the money. And with this receiver running a route like this, makes it pretty simple. All you have to do is get his head turned around, catch that football. He's already in the end zone for the touchdown.
Going after, knocked right through. Kickoff team out there. They are fired up after just scoring a touchdown. And it's fielded. Returner trying to make something happen. And he stopped at the 20, trying to make something happen. That's good coverage there. Utep's offense is back out there now. They really had the defense off balance in the last possession, mixing the run and pass extremely well. With the catch, it's Smith. Stopped at the 36. That's good enough to move the sticks. Tackle made with the sophomore quarterback showing us the arm strength. The That's good timing there. Receiver makes the catch and then has some room to run.
Yeah, anytime you're going to run a route like this, you know who needs to get a lot of credit is the offensive line, because this play takes some time for the receiver to work his way across the field on that drag route. And the quarterback that time had enough time to be able to navigate the coverage and make the accurate throw. Quick, really nice throw here to the slot receiver, and I love the quickness that he has after the catch. He's essentially a running back playing at that slot position. That's how dangerous he is after he makes a catch.
From the shotgun, here's an inside give.
I think this defense keeps thinking about them throwing the football, and by doing that, they're opening up running lanes. Good positive yards there by the running back.
Getting set. Here's second down. Looking to throw. It's Nelson. Grab behind the line. It's Willis. There's a loss after the completion. That's a good play by the defense.
Man, the defense was all over that play. Just left him almost no room to work after catching the ball.
Important third down play coming up. Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. And that pass is incomplete. No idea who he's trying to throw it to. The Miners will line up to punt it away. He's on to boot it away now. And this will be fair caught about the 15. Here comes the offense, hoping to get a drive going. Play action here on first down. Makes a quick catch. To get him down quickly, not much of a gain on that completion.
Boy, a wide receiver screen can be hit or miss. Either receiver finds a nice crease and picks up big yards, or the defense completely negates that. The team speed from the defense here wins that play.
Second down play coming up. And the quarterback dropping back. Quick completion to the tight end. Stopped right there at the line. No gain.
Boy, they're just fundamentally sound. Right where you want to be after the completion. Nowhere to go after that catch.
Offense moving closer to the line to gain after that catch. Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. Catch made along the sideline, but he's short of the sticks.
Well, the quarterback throws this ball short of the marker, relying on his guy to do the rest. But on third down, you have to put the ball at least to the first down marker. That's too much to ask of this receiver.
He's going to try to return the punt. He's brought down, but a good effort to make something of that return. So here comes the first play of the drive. They'll begin at the 42. Dropping back, it's Nelson. It's a screen pass complete to the running back. Finally make the tackle, but not before he crosses midfield. First down at the 44.
Great patience here, great execution by the entire offense. The quarterback kind of baits the defense towards him, drops it off to the back, and he's got a convoy in front of him for a nice first down.
Running back has it on a screen now. Finds room at the 30. Oh, and he heads out of bounds after a really nice gain there. Big guys up front lined up. It's first down.
Here we go.
And the pass is incomplete to wrap up an eventful first quarter. We are deadlocked at the end of a fun, competitive first quarter. Let's check out the stats so far. And after a promising start, we hope that both these teams will just continue with more of this action. First play of the quarter. Offense setting up for a second down play. And he's back to throw again after that incompletion on first down. Near the goal line. finally stop him, but that gain is good for a first and goal.
And here the tight end shows off his hands for a nice gain. Love to see the big man get his touches.
Physical defending. That one falls incomplete. Brings up second down.
Boy, what was the quarterback thinking here? You're inside the 10-yard line. You got a chance to put points up on the board. You can't just randomly throw the ball into coverage like this.
They'll try to run this one in. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Utep.
Chris, it's a great touchdown run here by this back. But the continuity this offensive line was on display, and that's the reason he was able to get into the end zone.
Now they line up to kick the extra point. PAT puts him in front by 7. So after putting up the touchdown, the kickoff team is out there to boot it away. He thought about returning it, but instead takes a knee. It'll be a touchback, and they'll start at the 25. Here comes the offense looking to start the drive. Off the play fake, looking to throw. Snags the quick throw. Then he'll run out of bounds and picking up a few yards on the play.
You see more and more offenses in college football going to 3 receivers, and the slot receiver a lot of times can become the go-to guy. He gets mismatches against either safeties, a nickelback, or a linebacker walked out, and you can take advantage of it.
He's tackled for a loss after the catch. The defense all over that one. Offense will try to convert a 3rd and long from the 27. We'll see if the defense brings the blitz. Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. Looking for his big tight end. Wide open downfield. He moved the ball to the 48 and earned a fresh set of downs. And the Blue Hens looking to crank up the tempo a bit.
Okay, here they go. Big first down, good pickup, and they are off and running.
And he's going to stretch the defense, taking a deep shot here. And it's picked off. That was a risky pass attempt, and he paid the price. Follows the pick with a nice return before finally being brought down.
Boy, what a play by this safety to kind of sit back and cover 2, baiting this quarterback to make the throw. I thought he showed patience and then instincts once the ball's in the air to come up with that interception.
Miners' offense is back out on the field. The last possession, they really had the passing game clicking, move right down the field for a touchdown. To throw, it's Nelson. And that pass is hauled in over the middle. Solid gain there, moves the ball out to the 32.
We'll see if the defense stays in zone after that big play. If they can change things up on this drive and get a little bit more aggressive.
This line getting set up. It's a first down play. Gonna run it. It's Wilson. That's a nice tackle there by the senior.
Love this early in the game by this defense, taking control of the line of scrimmage, not giving this back anywhere to go, and they keep him short of the first down.
Second down after that run on the previous play. There's the snap. They'll set up to throw. Sophomore trying to make a play, but put too much on the throw.
I think he predetermined where to go with his football. Really didn't give himself a chance to work through his progressions, locked into his primary, tried to force it in there. It doesn't work out.
Drops back, looking to throw for it on 3rd down. The sure hands. It's Odom. The defense will wrap him up after about a 6-yard gain. Not enough for the first. It's 4th down. And the Miners will bring their punt team on the field now. And he'll kick it away now for the 2nd time. See if he can make something happen with the return. And the returner is tackled by this punt coverage team. Offense ready to start this drive. We'll see if this quarterback can shake off the interception he threw in the last possession. Looking out throwing here to start the drive. Caught in the backfield. It's Ellison. Zero running route. Stopped right at the line of scrimmage.
Trying to bait this defensive line into believing they have a shot to get to the quarterback on the pass. Instead, they recognize screen right away, make a really nice play for a lost yardage.
And a short pitch and catch to the tight end. Heads out of bounds after a solid gain.
Well, this is why running the football is so important. You run the ball and then you go play action. It affects the eyes of the safeties and the linebackers and frees up some space for the tight end to be able to pick up a nice gain.
I'll actually lose yardage after the catch. The defense all over in that time.
You know, what separates good defenses from great defenses is you're going to give up some catches. But what do you do after the offense makes the reception? Are you giving up much space? Are you giving up yards after the catch? Here, just a really good job by this defense. Yeah, they gave up a reception, but right there to make a nice tackle for a loss.
Now the offense facing a 3rd and long from their own 41. Dropping back, we're going to throw for the first down. Fires it on the move, but they don't connect. It's incomplete, and it brings up 4th down.
And I think the quarterback here forces the ball because it's 3rd down. He's got to be careful having the ball on his own side of the field. That ball was almost picked off.
And on 4th down, the punter sends it away. And the returner brought down by the coverage team there. Here comes the Utep offense back on the field now. They were forced to punt it last time. Now they're looking to respond and add to this lead. Dropping back, it's Nelson. Makes the grab. It's Smith. They bring him down after a short gain there. 2nd down after that previous play.
Quarterback looks downfield to make this throw. He wants to be able to get the ball to be able to pick up enough yards for a 1st down. But instead, he gets the ball at least underneath to the drag route and gets some positive yards.
Tackle made after a solid game. Will spot the ball at the 34.
You know, all week, the defensive coordinator told us about the quarterback. He told us about the receivers and how they're going to throw the football. But, man, they better get locked in on stopping this run game because that was a big-time game.
1st down, looking to throw the ball. The tight end has got it.
Just a good job of spreading the wealth, making sure everybody's getting their touches. When you do that, the defense can't lock in on one guy or 2 guys. Make them have to be aware of everybody and allows you to continue to spread the ball around and spread the field, making it tougher for this defense.
Caught over the middle. It's Willis. Tackled, but not before he gets into enemy territory at the 45.
You know who's got to love this offense picking up so many 1st downs? Their own defense. Now, when I played, I used to have defensive guys come down and tell me when we'd have a long drive how much it would allow them to rest and go out and play dominant football.
The Miners have 1st and 10 here. A new set of downs after that completion. First down, looking to throw the football. And it's incomplete. The defender arrived the same time as the football, and now it's 2nd down. After the incompletion, they come up on 2nd and 10 from the 45. Looking to pass, it's Nelson. Or throwaway there, gave up on the play, but now it's going to bring up 3rd down. Not going to be easy here. Backed up a long way to go for a 1st down. Looks like the QB is changing the play at the line. Looking to chuck it again. On the move now. Catch made in space. Look out. Tackle is finally made, but the gain is all the way to the 24.
How many 1st downs is that on this drive? This defense allows 1 or 2 more drives like this, and they're going to be gassed by the 3rd quarter.
On 1st and 10, they'll look to throw it. caught behind the line. It's Wilson. He runs out of bounds. That's a big gainer there. They beat the blitz there with the pressure bearing down. He just dumped it off to the back.
Yeah, nice job of just keeping his eyes downfield, because you're right, that pressure got to him in a hurry. Thankfully, the running back was right in his line of sight. He's able to dump it to him as a safety valve, and he picked up the first.
Drop for the receiver. Tackled down at the 3 after the catch. Defense up against it now. And a timeout is called. Important stage late here in the second quarter. Second down and goal upcoming. On the ground, trying to punch it in for the score. And he busts into the end zone. Touchdown, Miners! Methodical but effective. Probably one of the most impressive drives we've seen in the conference championship game.
Hey, I have to agree with you. Long drives like that are like a great painting. Slowly layering all the intricate facets until you have a masterpiece completed. That drive was put together in the same fashion. Just masterful execution on that drive.
PHC is good. They're pulling ahead now, 21-7. Got momentum after scoring that touchdown. Now the kickoff team out there to kick it away. Well, he thought about coming out, but instead takes a knee to bring the football to the 25-yard line. So here we go. First play of the drive, under 2 minutes before halftime. On 1st and 10 here, looking to throw the ball. Grab down the middle. It's Ellison. Tackled quickly after the catch. He'll be short of the marker. Quarterback wants to throw it on second down. Goes to his right side there for the completion. And a quick timeout call by the offense after the play. First down here for this offense. Looking for a receiver. And it's caught. Breaks loose at the 45. He's brought down, but a solid gain moves the ball across midfield to the 41. The Blue Hens hustle to the line to crank up the tempo. And looking to throw now on first down. Makes a quick grab. And the defense swarms. Not much of a gain on that completion.
Boy, this receiver in the slot is giving this defense all kinds of problems. He has another catch on the day. You may want to adjust out, get out of your base, maybe try 5 or 6 defensive backs on the field, somebody that can match up more athletically against this slot receiver.
Third down coming after that completion. Looking to pick up the first down through the air. He lets it go on the move. He's got it in the open. Timeout is called to talk strategy. Time for just 1 or 2 plays here before halftime. The offense comes back out there. Not much time left. Perhaps just time for a couple plays before the half. From inside the red zone, they're looking to throw. Just flings it out of bounds with the pass rush closing in. So on second down, they'll try out the field goal unit, trying to get 3 before halftime. And it's good right down the middle.
Snap, the hold, the kick, everything there perfect to put 3 points up here for the offense.
So here's the kickoff now. Offense settling for 3, tacking on a little bit of momentum before the halftime break. Return starts from inside the 5. They finally make the stop after a big play, but time runs out on the first half of play. Minute's going to wrap up the first half here. Let's kick it now to Kevin Connors with our halftime update.
Chris, a Conference USA Championship game that's already had its share of stirring moments. And it's clear the aerial attacks of both teams have been relentless. They've been burning each of these secondaries like toast. Just an assault on the defensive game plans, if there even were defensive game plans. Gotta think, fellas, based on the first 2 quarters, we're going to see every route in the route tree again in this second half. And with that, let's send it back to Chris and Kirk and the second half of the CUSA Championship.
scoreless away to begin the second half. And he'll just take a knee. Drive will start at the 25-yard line. And the offense trots back out on the field again. The passing game effective in the first half. Let's see if they keep it going or if the defense has made adjustments trying to protect the lead here. Receiver makes the catch. Tackle is made. It's a short gain, well short of the marker. On the ground, it's over. They bring him down to the 32-yard line. And the Blue Hens hustle to the line to run the hurry-up. They're going to throw for it on 3rd and short. Short connection to the tight end here. They get him down at the 41, but that's good enough for a first down. The Blue Hens come to the line to start a fresh set of downs. Out of the shotgun, he hands it off. Slams right into a wall. They got him for a loss.
Chris, I'll be really honest with you. I don't know why they continue to try to run the football. I'm all about balance. I'm all about trying to make sure defense has to defend the run and the throw. But at this point in the game, they haven't been able to run the ball. They're going to have to go through the air if they're going to come back and take the lead in this game at some point.
Defense reacts quickly. A very short gain on the play.
But they love going to this guy in the slot, don't they? What a mismatch inside. He reels in another one. This guy's automatic.
3rd down. This offense could really use a conversion here, down multiple scores. Dropping back. They're going to throw for the first down. Caught over the middle. It's over. And he brought down to the 46. Good enough for a first down. And the Blue Hens pick up enough yardage for a first down.
This is a big conversion by this offense. They're down now in the second half. Probably limited opportunities at this point in the game. Every chance you get your hands on the ball, you need points. They keep this drive alive right here.
And he shoved out of bounds with the defense short of the first down marker. Here comes the up-tempo offense. And the ball is handed off out of the shotgun. First down, looking for more now. They finally stop him. Big play. Moves the ball to the 22.
Big runs like this are just demoralizing for a defense. It's one thing to give up big plays over your head against the pass game. When teams can run the ball and pick up yards like this, it really affects the team's mental psyche and their confidence. And you'll start to see some missed tackles following a play like this.
So here comes second down now. Every play important down here in the red zone. Trying the run, it's over. And the senior able to make the stop after a short gain. Critical moment in this conference championship. 10th play of the drive. 3rd down and short. Heavey keeps it himself. Take it down, but not before he makes the first down. And here comes the noise. This crowd is trying to inspire this defense to make a big red zone stop. Now they'll switch it up, looking to throw the ball here. Looking right, this one caught. And he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Blue Hens. Conference championship pressure, they just grind away. Beautiful execution on that methodical drive.
Man, I can't think of a better stage than the conference championship to put together a drive like that. Moving the sticks, executing along the way, avoiding any turnover potential, and coming up with a touchdown. Great job.
Fields it inside the 5-yard line. And he'll be tackled after a solid effort on that return. Utep's offense is back out there now. Oh, the quick throw falls incomplete.
I'm not sure the quarterback makes the right decision on this one. I think if he'd do it over again, he would have found a different target downfield, but he made his decision. That one's incomplete.
And there's the handoff. He's brought down, but not before the gain to the 42-yard line.
Setting the tone early with good runs like this can really wear defense down and keep the defense guessing. That's why some of the best coaches of all time have primarily done it with great run games.
Quarterback adjusting now to the defense. Looking to throw. It's Nelson. The pass is off target. He got hit as he threw as the third down pressure worked.
Man, on your own side of the field, you're playing a risky game here. 3rd and short. Your goal should just be keep this drive alive. The best way you can sometimes is just hand the ball off to your running back and have him get behind that offensive line and go to work. Curious to see what they do now here on this 4th and short.
Here we go on 4th down. The Miners moving quickly down the field here.
That's how you know an offensive coordinator really believes in the offensive line. You get to 4th down, you don't spread out a defense and try to create a one-on-one matchup and throw the ball. You go the old-fashioned way. You get behind that offensive line, get the yards you need, and you extend this drive with that 1st down.
Pulls it in. It's Odom. Oh, and he heads out of bounds after a really nice gain there.
The defense sits back in a zone coverage. Good job here by the quarterback, recognizing that soft coverage, and he hits the routine drag route underneath for a 1st down.
Movement here from the tight end. And they'll run it out of the shotgun. And he goes nowhere. Stop cold behind the line of scrimmage.
Things just appeared to be a bit out of sync from the get-go on that one. Give credit to the front 7 of that defense for staying in the proper lanes and getting to the ball carrier, not let him dance around and make something out of nothing.
That's reeled in. It's Smith. Runner scoots out of bounds after gaining decent yards. Looks like a player is down injured at that last play. We'll take a timeout while they check it out. Critical moment of this conference championship. 3rd and short on the 7th play of the drive. Can he get there on the ground? That gain moves the ball to the 17. 1st down.
Well, you keep getting these chunk runs by this offense. They keep moving the chains and putting a lot of pressure on this defense, especially on a long drive like this. This defense looks clearly worn down.
Snapping it from the red zone now, looking to throw. Quarterback delivers complete to the right side. Breaks one tackle, gets brought down, but picks up some decent yardage.
One thing I love about this back is how he gets involved in the passing game. Nice catch here.
Here comes a crucial 2nd down play. Every yard tough to find down here in the red zone. Back to throw. It's Nelson. Caught by the back behind the line of scrimmage. Brought down after the catch, but at the 8-yard line. The offense threatening here. An important 3rd down conversion coming here in the red zone. Running play called on 3rd and short. Touchdown, Utep. Still no answer for this offense.
I think we're starting to kind of see a theme here, Chris, today. That's his 2nd touchdown. The offensive line doing their job, and he's doing an outstanding job of just reading the defense, finding the hole, and being able to pick up big yards and touchdowns.
They'll try to add to the lead now with the PAT. The extra point is good, and they stretch the lead a little bit more. Kickoff team out there, they are fired up after just scoring a touchdown. Fielded in the end zone. It's Lewis. He'll be tackled at the 17. Strong job by the coverage team. And the first play of the drive now coming up for the 17-yard line. On 1st and 10, looking to throw. Grabbed by the receiver. Defense surrounds him. Just a short gain on that completion. Offense getting set. It's 2nd down. Play action, looking to throw. Running out of time in the pocket.
Oh, down he goes. It's a sack.
They finally come up with their first sack of the game. Do it by blitzing the DB.
Love to see the secondary get involved. I know it's a bit of a risk. You play some man coverage behind it, but you can see how dangerous it can be when you decide to bring these defensive backs because of their speed and how quickly they can get to the quarterback.
So here comes 3rd and long. Giving up that sack has made this a real challenge for the offense. And he'll drop back here on 3rd down. Throws to the tight end. Cannot connect. Incomplete, and now 4th down.
Oh, man, nearly a disastrous play there by the quarterback. Look at his facial expressions right now. He knows that he caught a break, trying to force the ball in there. He's going to have to make better decisions moving forward and work through his progressions to find his open man.
He's got him open. Watch out. He's got great speed. And the returner brought down by the coverage team. So here comes the first play of the drive. They'll begin from their 47. Dropping back. It's Nelson. Grab down the middle. It's Willis. To get him down quickly, not much of a gain on that completion. That completion makes it 2nd down. Here's the snap, looking to throw. Wide open downfield. Heads out of bounds after a solid gain. And it's Utep in front, Kurt. Sitting in pretty good position as we wrap up the 3rd quarter. Let's check out the game stats so far. See if this sets up as a classic finish. So here we go. First play of the quarter. The offense has a 1st down. That one falls incomplete. Good defensive play. Brings up 2nd down.
Well, I'm a big fan of the RPO, but it is a dangerous play for the quarterback. You got to make the right decision. On this play, it just seemed like he was a little hesitant, unsure, and it cost him here with an incompletion.
Looking to throw it again. Grab behind the line. It's Wilson. And the defense swarms. Not much of a gain on that completion.
A lot of times this can be a tough play to defend because you're so concerned with getting pressure on the quarterback. But here the defense does a good job of coming off of coverage and chasing down the receiver.
So the offense getting set. This is not where you want to be against this defense. 3rd and long. Trying to find some room. It's Thomas. They make the stop, but it'll be 1st and 10 now from the 18.
You're starting to see this defense, I think, wear down now that we're in the 4th quarter. It's been a tough day for them, and the offense is taking advantage of it. A lot of positive plays. Good job of eating as much clock as they can here on this drive in the 4th quarter.
Off the RPO, the quarterback looks to his right. Looks like a man is down on the field after the last play, so we'll take a timeout. So down here in the red zone, every yard tough to find. Here is a crucial play coming up.
221 wing, 221 wing. Come on, set.
Shotgun formation. Here's an inside handoff. They bring him down short of the end zone, but this will set up a 1st and goal.
This is how you put a game away. Already up multiple scores, now running the football this entire drive, eating up the clock. Really good chance here of putting this game on ice.
Caught quickly, and he's in for the score. Touchdown, Miners. Extra point try coming now. Extra point up and good. A 19-point lead now here in the final quarter. So after putting up the touchdown, the kickoff team is out there to boot it away. Doesn't bring the kick out. Touchback. They'll start at the 25. Okay, so here comes the offense back on the field again. Looking to throw it on first down. Pass rush closing in. And he will be stuffed for no gain.
Well, the defense does a good job of pressuring the quarterback, but really impressed with the quarterback's effort. Not only does he pull out of that, but he's able to get back close to the line of scrimmage.
Looking deep downfield to the left. Pass ball is incomplete. There was a lot of contact. No penalty. Brings up third down. They come to the line. A long way to go for the first down, but needing this crucial conversion right now. Drops back, needing a third down completion here. Pressure is coming. Could not get there on the scramble, short of the marker. And now a fourth down decision coming up.
I just love the fact he doesn't take a sack here. In fact, I'm sure you can imagine hearing his coach saying it's third down, do not take a sack. And in this case, he's able to avoid the pressure and get out of there. He doesn't quite get the first down, but he does.
He's got it. That is enough for a first down. And he runs out of bounds. That's a big gainer there. The Blue Hens lining up here on 1st and 10. From the shotgun, he's probing the secondary. Defense is coming after him. Now the pass rush gets home.
And just like that, you squeeze the life out of this offense. That's another sack by this defense. They have been in that backfield the entire game, and a big reason why these guys are enjoying a lead.
That sack makes it 2nd down and forever. From the gun, he looks for an open man. That one falls incomplete. Looking for a flag. Doesn't get it. Brings up 3rd down.
It's just so hard in these late-game situations when you're trailing by this much to try to get the ball downfield against nickel or dime coverage. They're inviting you to take that underneath throw, hoping you burn the clock as you go.
And it's incomplete again. 4th count coming up.
Love the idea of the defense getting more speed on the field, whether it's nickel or dime, get as many defensive backs on the field as you can, and then sit back when you're working with this kind of lead in the 4th quarter. You don't want to give up the big play, force them to throw underneath, tackle them inbounds, and keep that clock moving.
This one falls incomplete, and the defense makes a 4th down stop. The Miners' offense is back out on the field. They've really built momentum in this game. They've been hard to stop. Can the defense make some adjustments? Come up with a stop here. Back to throw. It's Nelson. Pass complete on a crosser. They make the stop. But the offense is set up in scoring position. First down from the 23.
But how about this aggressive approach by this offense? They've got the lead in the 4th quarter, and these guys are continuing to throw the football. I think the offense coordinator understands that he can't allow his team to get too comfortable or complacent, even with having a lead here in the 4th.
Here we go, here we go.
He'll hand it off. They bring him down, but that play moves him into scoring position. 1st and 10 from the 11.
You know, I'd say this run is pretty emblematic of what we've seen all day long. No matter what they've done on offense, the guys up front have controlled the line of scrimmage. They've given the quarterback time to throw. They've been able to run, really, whatever they've wanted to. That's why the points are going up on the board. Right now, the side.
Touchdown, Utep.
Wow. Let's go, Miners.
This passing game is on fire. The quarterback cannot be stopped. With the conference championship on the line, he's delivering.
Yeah, he's in sync right now with his wide receivers. But, man, my attention seems to be more on the defense. What in the world are they thinking? We can't just allow this quarterback to sit back there and throw. You've got to be able to put pressure on him, or he's going to continue to throw touchdown after touchdown.
And the kick is up and good. They tack on a point to their lead. got momentum after scoring that touchdown. Now the kickoff team out there to kick it away. So no return here. He takes it in the end zone, and they'll begin the drive at the 25. The offense makes its way onto the field, hoping for a successful drive. Looking for some space. It's Ellison. That's a nice tackle there by the senior.
You know, in the era that we live in right now, everybody wants to spread the field around, try to create space, try to create one-on-one matchups, and the defense has countered over the years by trying to play out wide. But here's a great example. The defense has the ability to play wide, but still be solid at the line of scrimmage, not give up big run plays.
Brought down for a loss after the completion. Not what they were looking for.
I'll tell you what, man, this defensive speed is electric. Great job of running to the football. Nowhere to go at all after that.
Play action fake. Looking to throw. Nowhere to go here, and the ball is knocked loose. The offense able to fall on it and avoid the turnover. Got lucky that time.
Well, it's a good job by the defense to force the fumble, but you have to have the collective awareness for someone to get on top of it. It's a lucky break for the offense.
And the Blue Hens will line up to kick it away. That's a rough series for the offense, and now he's on to punt it away. And the coverage team makes the stop on this return. Here comes the Utep offense back on the field now. This group has been rolling up double digits at halftime. They've just built on that lead here in the second half. Leaning on the run game here. Got the first down and still motoring. They bring him down, but this offense now in scoring position. First down from the 30.
Chris, what I love here is just the vision by the running back. Showing great patience, the hole opens up, and then he's able to use his speed to pick up some good yards.
First down and 10. To the air, it's Nelson. That's caught. It's Odom. Defense reacts quickly. A very short gain on the play. It's the 2-minute timeout as the offense tries to put the finishing touches here on a lopsided victory. Here's the second down play. From the shotgun, handoff inside, and they'll stop him short of the line to gain. Now it's third and short from the 22. You expect this is 4-down territory. Let's see what they do on third down. They'll try to move the chains here on the ground. That gain moves the ball to the 17. First down.
How impressive these guys been up front today. Big third down. Know what you need to do. Get the first down. Continue to hold on to that lead. Continue to work clock and get that much closer to securing a victory.
And they'll go right back to him on first down. They finally make the tackle, but it's going to be first and goal from the 6.
That is 2 consecutive runs for first downs. Give credit to the offensive line and this back really getting into a rhythm, and they got this defense on its heels.
Catch made on the right side. Brought down at the 5 after the catch. The offense really threatening now.
Boy, tight windows is always down here. They have trust in throwing it. You just have to be smart.
Second down and goal. And off inside, looking for the touchdown. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 2. Brings up third and goal. Talk about a perfect end to the regular season, becoming champions of Conference USA. They've achieved the goal. They've made their case. Now it's going to come down to what the committee decides to do to see if they're going to get that college football playoff invite. And that is going to do it. We enjoyed being here. For Kirk Street, I'm Chris Fowler, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.